What's going on, everybody? Mike here, coming at you yet again from Badlands Paintball. Well, lately we've been getting a lot of reviews for different videos. Definitely appreciate it from you guys. Love hearing what you have to say. But most recently, we actually got a really major request to see what sort of red dot sights Badlands has available, the difference between different types of red dot sights, and what might be the best particular sight for you. So today we're going to be looking through a multitude of our different red dot sight platforms that we have. I'll tell you a little bit about each one and what type of player each one of these red dots will fit specifically. So we're going to take a little bit closer look just so that you can see the dot sights better, and I'll explain each one. So come on in. Alright, everybody, so the first red dot sight in our lineup here is actually going to be our smallest. It's the micro red dot sight. This is a red dot only sight, but it is very cool in that it is ridiculously low profile. This red dot actually might be really nicely suited to a pistol platform, or maybe a smaller a regular style paintball gun, like a submachine looking one. Of course, though, you can put it on any marker that you want to, whether or not you got a sniper rifle looking deal, assault rifle, or a submachine gun and or pistol. So this will work for anything. Just like all of our red dot sights, this red dot will mount to any standard Picatinny or Weaver rail platform. So that is the standard rail setup for all of your paintball markers. So that's going to be the same type of rail that you attach your grips to, rail covers to, all those other accessories. And this red dot and all our others will attach to that type of rail. Now, this particular red dot does have a quick disconnect that will allow you to attach it to that rail very quickly and easily. So you can see the hinge on the side there to open and pull off, or of course to close and lock down on top. This red dot does have the on-off switch in the rear, as well as your elevation and windage adjustments so that you can zero in this sight. Just like any sight out there, people, whether or not it's red dot scopes or simple iron sights, you will want to zero them for a specific range. And I always say make that range around 50 feet for regular paintballs and up to 100 feet for your first strike rounds. So this red dot being very small and with no external knobs around the outside of it, it's definitely going to be used for a very low profile marker, somebody who's going to be up front, running around, wants to be able to move and shoot effectively. Next red dots in our lineup are going to be the Shrike and the Kestrel red dot sights. Now, each of these red dots does have the exact same internal operation. They differentiate in terms of their externals. So the Kestrel does have a much more supported, reinforced side with the actual adjustment knob on the right side of the red dot, whereas the Shrike has the adjustment knob in the top, but almost no reinforcement in the side. So of course the Kestrel is going to be a little bit more rugged overall, but the Shrike is going to be lighter and a little bit lower profile. Now, besides where the adjustment knob is and the actual outer construction, these red dots use the exact same operating principles. So the way that these red dots are projected is directly from the rear. This is great because it allows you to maintain the position of your red dot despite the position of your head in the rear. So with more basic red dot sights, essentially as you move in behind your sight, your head, as your eyes move behind the sight, that red dot will shift. It'll change its perspective. So that's not great because you know what? You're not going to bring your gun up straight and center every single time you bring up your marker. So you do want to have that red dot stay centered regardless of the position of your head. Now, really nice features besides the projection method with these red dots is that you do have both a red and green dot that you can switch between, and the actual reticles themselves are adjustable as well. So you have a basic dot sight, just like regular ones. You do have a dot with a circle around it. You have a dot with the crosshairs, as well as a circle dot with crosshairs too. A lot of the time, just that simple dot can be a little bit hard to track in the woods. So being able to switch between these different reticles is a very cool feature about these red dot sights. Now, just like the micro red dot, I like both of these sights in that they do not have any external knobs anywhere in and around the lens area. So that's going to make it much easier to shoot with both eyes open. When you do have adjustment knobs on the exterior, it makes it harder to kind of keep track of your red dot sight. It makes it harder to shoot with both eyes open. So it's definitely nice that it's nice and sleek, smooth, hard to hit, easy to use. And again, these both mount to your standard Weaver rail platform. So these would be for a guy just like the quick mounted micro dot sight there. These are very low profile, easy acquisition red dots, definitely for a front runner up there. Next up is our ACOG style sight. Now, most ACOGs, in terms of military ACOGs, are magnified. This one here is a simple red dot sight. It does have that red dot in it, and it's a simple dot, so you cannot adjust the reticles. However, this sight makes up for that adjustability with extremely cool looks. So you do have built-in iron sights on the top, complete adjustability in terms of windage and elevation, but this red dot just looks amazing. It looks just like the ACOGs. So this sight is definitely going to be for anybody out there who is looking for some killer looks. You just want to complete the looks of your platform. You can definitely have that complete ACOG look, while at the same time having a very practical and easy to use red dot sight. Now, everybody should be warned, these external knobs and the actual size of the lens compared to all the external pieces does make this sight hard to use with both eyes open. So this will be a little bit easier to use with one eye closed. So I would suggest this for somebody who's really looking to complete the look of their platform, but maybe isn't an up and front run and gun type of guy, as it'll make it a little bit easier to harder to use, I should say. So if you are looking to pick your shots, maybe a little bit of a sniper or support role, this red dot will work perfectly for you. Now lastly, we do have our 551 and 552 holographic sights. Now these sights are definitely the cream of the crop, as they kind of take advantage of all aspects that you'll want in a good red dot sight. So for one, both these sights have an extremely large viewing area. So that's great. Every time you bring up your red dot, you're going to have an easy time finding that reticle and actually sighting down and acquiring your target. At the same time, the entire system stays quite low profile, so you don't have any external knobs that are going to get in the way of your sight. It's nice and sleek, nice and clean. So a huge viewing area, but at the same time very easy to sight through, especially with both eyes open, as you don't have any external features getting in the way of your vision. Now both these sights do have red and green dots that you can adjust with the center button. You can adjust the brightness with the two side buttons here, and windage and elevation will be adjusted on the side. Now this red dot does have a very unique reticle. It is a dot with that circle, targeting circle around it, but it will also have multiple elevation dots, mil dots underneath as well too. So you can now adjust for multiple ranges with this red dot sight. The other unique feature of these holographic sights is the way that the battery is installed. So you actually have a quick flip up front here. Actually, I'll show you on this one. It's a little bit easier to show. Flip up front, and you can actually slide back and lift up that battery compartment. And that works the same way for both of these ones. Now where these dots differentiate the most, they are literally identical in the rear, but one is going to take a smaller, more watch style 3-volt battery, whereas the 551 here, or 552 I should say, is going to take a complete AA battery. So that's something I actually really like about this particular holographic sight. The longer variant is that it does take AA, so that's going to allow it to last a lot longer and a little bit more accessible battery type overall. So this holographic sight is going to be for anybody who's looking for the absolute cream of the crop. If you want really easy target acquisition, amazing sight in terms of being able to shoot with both eyes open and completing that really cool look, it's definitely going to be for you. So if you're an upfront runner and you want the cream of the crop, definitely look into the Petrol 551 and 552 holographic sights. Well, everybody, hopefully at this point you're a little bit better educated in regards to red dot sights. Hopefully you're going to be able to go out and pick the one that is correct for you. Now, if you do want to pick one up, make sure you come out to any of our 9 locations across Canada. We have all of these sight platforms in our shops, as well as a multitude more. Now, of course, if you can't get into any of our locations, please check us out at www.badlandspaintball.com. That's our webpage, and we will have all of these sites available. And as I always say, while you're online, make sure you check us out on our Facebook and Twitter pages. There's lots of stuff going on there. Maybe an opportunity to win a free site. And again, while you're surfing the web, enjoy more of these YouTube videos, okay? We're definitely making them for you guys. And in that regard, if you do have any videos that you'd like to see, any changes you'd like to be made, something that you think needs to be done, let us know about it, okay? We will definitely make those videos for you. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, guys. Now get out there, grab your red dot sight, slap it on your gun, make it look that much cooler, and perform that much better. Have fun, guys.